Hey, welcome to this week on Let's Fix Her Up. I'm your host, Mike Jameson, and I'm ready to show you a lot of great things this week. We're actually going to be working with Marty Bin and Aaron Lacer of Key Realty on a beautiful house and how they get a house all set up and ready to go for a showing and show you exactly what you want to do with that. We'll also be talking with Steve Naylor over at Seagate Roofing and talk a little bit about roofs. We've had a little rain, and it's actually kind of shut us down doing our fencing project. See, I can't even talk about it. It gets me so sad because I'm looking outside right now and it's raining. But we've got a lot of other great stuff for you here. We'll be at A+ Home Improvements, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. And we'll be talking to Glenn Carpenter here in a little bit about a project. They're putting in a new floor, and just kind of giving you some ideas on what to expect when you're having a new floor put in. So it's going to be a great show. So stick around, relax, get yourself a nice hot cup of coffee or something, and sit back and watch Toledo's only local home improvement show, Let's Fix Her Up. Well, folks, we're sitting in this beautiful house in Perrysburg right now, and I'm here with Aaron Lacer. How you doing, buddy?
Nice to meet you.
You know, and this is kind of funny because when you see us sitting in a house like this, obviously we're thinking an open house, and we're going to have people walking through this house. Aaron, this house is for sale right now, but what you guys are doing is something kind of new to the real estate market. Is you're actually doing this open house for the realtors to come in to critique to see what you're able to do to put a real nice thing together.
Absolutely.
What is this house is just absolutely phenomenal, and there's a lot of phenomenal houses right now that are on the market, and it's just incredible what's going on. But what are the things that you want to do, and you want other realtors to tell you, what's going on with this house so that you make it easier to sell for you?
Well, I think it's always good to have some other eyes and ears and opinions, and one of my goals obviously is to get some agents in that maybe have overlooked this house but do have a buyer in mind, and that makes these very successful. We talked with Marty Bin over at Fairway Mortgage a lot about things and what you need to do if you are planning on selling your house, and then looking at the houses, what are some of the questions you want to ask. It was a funny question. You guys were just sitting here talking about some of the trees and stuff that you had in here, and it's like, some people were saying, well, maybe we want to take these out, and I'm looking at it and saying, my God, it's gorgeous. It takes my breath away, some of the things that are in here. Yeah, and everyone's got a different opinion, and I think the more you hear, agents go through houses all day long. So what works and what doesn't is different for everybody. But if you hear an overwhelming, yes, the plant should leave, yeah, it should be decluttered, that feedback for the seller is sometimes better than coming from you.
Sure. I think I like the fact that it's lived in. It has the lived in look. All of the furniture and everything in here is just beautiful, and it gives you an idea and a concept of if you're going to be coming in. I mean, this is a major house for some people to buy with what we're looking at here, and with some of the amenities, the theater room downstairs is just unbelievable. Yeah. I could just see myself sitting here. I would watch Terminator movies all day and all night.
It's a house I would buy.
Yes. Well, then it's sold. See, folks, we did our job, and we haven't even started
We've
yet.
talked about it at home, actually.
and for a guy like me, I'm self-employed, and Marty and I have talked about this a million times. I mean, we're getting up there in the numbers with this house, and this is quite an investment.
So, I always say the higher the dollar value, the fewer customers you have searching. And there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of new builds at this price range, and I don't feel that they're necessarily as quality, but they're attractive to a certain group. And a lot of the key for me is to try to find that buyer coming in from out of town.
Sure, sure. And that's what you're saying, because there's so much new development coming in with businesses here in Toledo right now that these people, and they're acting quick. They got to get this done quick so they can get in here, get the kids in school, or whatever they're going to do.
Well, a lot of relocations come in and they've got a weekend to figure it all out.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, and in a scenario like this, now is this house, obviously it is on the market, this still will go through a full open house and everything? Are you getting ready to start it? And that's why everything is kind of being put together here. Have the realtors come in, and of course, you know, sit down and talk with everybody. And you're all real friendly. It's you know,
yeah, of course.
They're funny too, folks. Believe me, they're really funny. But they ask a lot of questions, and that's a really super good thing here. And I would buy this house tomorrow.
Well, and you know, Realtor Open will get you kind of a brutally honest critique. So. It's kind of nice feedback.
Okay, here, Aaron, here's the big question here. What are the big things? I have a home improvement show here. Sure. What are the big money makers if you want to get your house ready to sell? What are some of the things you want to do? And then, of course, the ones that you don't want to do. And I know you're going to say swimming pool in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not into the swimming pool thing. Although I have 4 clients right now that their main search criteria is a swimming pool. Really? So maybe, you know, that old saying that a swimming pool would, you know, devalue your house isn't necessarily true for everybody.
Well, I know the kitchen remodels and things like that are really big.
Bathroom updates, kitchen updates, probably the most important.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I've got a 3-bedroom house in Rossford here. I love it. I'll probably live there till the day I die. I have a secondary lot on my house, and I want to put a 3-car garage on there. Is that a plus or is that a minus? It is a plus, really.
Sure. I think more people have, you know, their primary cars and their sports car, and not to mention, you know, that's still part of a storage unit for lawn equipment. And
well, I race lawnmowers, so it's...
well, then you need a 4-car garage.
But that has just been something we've talked about. I've talked with the people in Rossford about being able to do that. But I think those are some of the things people are looking at. I mean, I look at the yard. It's not a monstrously big yard, but it's really got a lot of good things going with it here.
Well, actually, the association in the next couple of months is going to gift the rest of the lot going all the way back to the road to each owner. So that's about a half an acre more.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
It was common space for a while, and now it's, you know, going to be part of your yard.
Now, with this area, I'm sure we'll kind of put the placard up with what all the information if people are interested in this house. And like you said, this is one of those houses. It's there's a certain market for this kind of house.
There is, for sure.
And as you get into this, are there association fees then? Is this like a community that you're in?
Yeah, there are association fees, and you know, the yard gets done by...
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so...
Wow. I'm sold. I'm just sold. This is a beautiful house, and I'm really excited you get to bring all of your cohorts in crime over here and talk about things. Sure. And thank you for spending some time with us here, because there's such a market for you know, especially with these upscale homes like this. And I mean, this is. Would you consider this percentage-wise? This isn't in the upscale. This is more like your middle upscale.
It's upper middle.
Upper middle. And we'll talk to Marty one of these days here about financing and things like that. He's the man.
We're going to have to do that for sure.
Thank you for spending some time, and you guys enjoy yourselves today. Beautiful house.
Thank you.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling, comfort, and fuel efficiency. So when it comes to maintaining them, you need a name you can trust. At Dan R's Automotive, our expert staff will help you find the perfect tires to keep your vehicle at peak performance. We have a huge selection of top brand tires for you to choose from. Having issues with your tires? We'll diagnose the problem and get you back on the road. Visit Dan R's Automotive today for tires from a name you can trust.
Store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio.
on the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Is your roof past its peak? It's not always this easy to tell. From rooftops to foundations, Seagate is a trusted A-plus BBB accredited business and a Platinum Preferred contractor. As a Platinum Preferred contractor, we offer one of the country's best roofing warranties, the Owens Corning True Protection 50-year warranty. That's material and labor. We've earned your trust for over 30 years, Toledo. Call Seagate now.
244-LEAK Seagate.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A Plus, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A Plus Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
We're the people at Nika. People with the right connections.
When it comes to electrical work, you want to make sure it's done right the first time. Nika contractors employ the most highly trained and reliable workforce in the industry, which means quality and safety. We can help you get the job done on time and on budget, the right connection you need.
We're the people at Nika. People with the right connections.
Well, folks, we're here with Mr. Steve Naylor. How you doing, buddy?
Super.
I got to apologize to you. I kind of went AWOL here for the last couple of weeks. And,
Well, I was out of town for a little bit myself, and so your apologies accepted. Thank you.
I didn't even say we were going to talk about this, but you had a major crazy thing over there in Dayton with softball, with people getting ugly stuff.
Yeah,
huh?
it really was. You know, we've been talking about the travel softball and different things on your other program, and we did have quite an experience with a little shooting altercation in our hotel.
Oh my goodness!
All the kids were okay, the most importantly, and we ended up moving to another hotel, but. Yeah,
you played good softball.
Oh, we played great softball.
Yeah,
so,
we're going to have Steve on here in a couple of weeks on our sports show that we're going to be doing at 8:30 on Saturday nights, just talking about kids in sports and, you know, to keep them active all throughout the summertime here. But speaking of active, this house, you guys did this a few weeks ago here.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful job, and I know the Christie family is really happy with what you're able to do.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. You know, they had some definite flashing issues and some issues around their soil stacks and stuff, and we took care of everything. It was a complete tear off, and the shingles are all back down and sealed real nice, and turned out to be a great job. Got it all cleaned up really nice, and you know, it took us just a little over a day to do the job. So.
Well, we shot footage back then with all of the tear off and everything, and that's the thing I think that scares a lot of people. It's like, oh my gosh, my roof is going to be unprotected for X amount of time, and how do you get through that?
You know, first and foremost, we keep a really, really close eye on the weather.
Sure.
And if there's a greater than 30% chance of it raining, you know, typically we're not going to tear off.
Right.
Unless we've got a garage we can do, or something off to the side that everything, you know, just kind of ties into itself, and we can protect it. So we were blessed with great weather when we did the job. And we got in and out, and we do not tear off more than we can re-shingle back in that very same day. So we're just real careful about what we do.
Well, speaking of careful, and this is one of the things, you know, you see these 5A's roofing companies, you know, that come out here and everything.
Sure.
And, you know, I feel so bad for some of these guys that are up on the roof and everything, because I've fallen off 2 roofs. Okay. Now, the safety that you guys put into when you have your guys up there, I think that is just awesome for what you guys are able to do.
Yeah, safety is first and foremost. We try to comply with everything that OSHA, you know, after you get over 5 feet tall, we just try and comply with absolutely everything we can. No matter how fast you can get a job done or how beautiful it looks, you know, at the end of the day, if your guys aren't going home safe, nothing really matters, you know. So we want to do a great job for you. It doesn't have to be done in one day. We don't have to rush through anything. And setting up for safety is just it's crucial with Seagate.
Sure, sure.
And most other companies don't do it. You know, they take
their chances.
No, it's a roll of the dice. It's a roll of the dice if the guys are even insurable that are up on your roof. But we do have a $2 million insurance policy, and our guys are under compliance at all times.
This was kind of the secondary room. I know there's things that we've talked about. Hey, and Giacomo, our cameraman, just kind of giving a little shoot out to that great flashing work there. I mean, it's so clean and everything looks good.
So one of the things we had to do here is was an addition to the home, and it tied in to the home, tied right into the side walls. And whenever you come to a side wall like that, it has to be flashed with L-shaped metal. It's called step flashing, and it's overlapped, and then counter flashing on the top of that. A lot of companies will, when you see in their quote where it says we're going to seal this or seal that, most of the time what they're really talking about is just putting a bead of caulk or actually using like a tar, which is something that we do not do. Okay. Anything that can be flashed properly can be done with rubberized materials or metal, depending on what circumstances you have in the field. But so a counter flashing and a step flashing is what this called for, and that's what we did around the chimney. You'll see that the step flashing, the counter flashing is cut right into the brick, and
it works a lot better.
It's the only way to do it. It's the old school way to do it. Whenever you see anybody spreading tar or saying they're going to seal something, just be leery of that. It's not the proper way to do it.
And last thing before we let you go, because I know you're crazy busy today.
We are right now. Yeah.
I know we've got in the next couple of weeks, you've got some basement work that you're going to be doing waterproofing.
Yeah, we're going to go through one start to finish. I'm going to pick one out. Yeah,
that'll be a good one. Now before we let you go here, the warranties on these roofs now. I mean, it's a different number than it was 10 years ago.
Absolutely. We actually have the best warranty in the shingle business. Owens Corning actually backs up our labor and the material, and they also come out and randomly inspect our jobs.
Fantastic.
So we don't know which ones they're going to come out and inspect, but they'll come out, they'll get up on the roof, they check our flashings, they check our nailing patterns, they make sure the shingles were installed properly, they look for the proper underlayments, and they do this all randomly. So we can't do one job better than the other. Sure. We have to do every job the same, and it's the absolute best warranty in the shingle industry. So it's a great. You have to be a platinum preferred contractor through Owens Corning. So
that's a good thing.
Oh, it's great.
Well, that's why you've been with
warranty.
us since day one.
That's right.
I have never talked to another roofing company, and I'm excited to do some of this waterproofing stuff because obviously we've had a lot of water.
Yeah, we've got plenty of jobs going on. Going to find one for you that we can learn a lot about. Yeah, absolutely. Going to find one for you real soon.
Stephen, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Talk to you soon.
Seagate Roofing, boy, I'll tell you what, they get it done, and Seagate for your home, because that's it, for your home. Yeah. You can do it.
Yep. Thank you, sir. Is your roof past its peak? It's not always this easy to tell. From rooftops to foundations, Seagate is a trusted A+ BBB accredited business and a Platinum Preferred contractor. As a Platinum Preferred contractor, we offer one of the country's best roofing warranties, the Owens Corning True Protection 50-year warranty. That's material and labor. We've earned your trust for over 30 years, Toledo. Call Seagate now.
Seagate.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturo's Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call Arturo's, 419-698-1641.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Marty Bin here, Fairway Mortgage Toledo. Proud to announce our new branch open at 5577 Monroe Street in Sylvania. But more importantly, we're proud to announce we're the official game sponsor of the Rockets home opener for football against VMI. And since that's a military-themed game, we're proud to say that we're sponsoring a Military Appreciation Day that day with a game ball presentation. And we're also having $500 off closing costs for any veteran locally that applies for a VA loan. So $500 off closing costs. You can email me, reach me on my cell phone. Email is marty.bin@fairwaymc.com.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596.
Since 1982, Red Wing Shoes at North Reynolds and Bancroft, selling purpose-built footwear for men and women no matter what your job is. Carrying the largest selection of Red Wing shoes in Northwest Ohio, over 3,000 pairs of boots, shoes, and accessories in stock to ensure the proper orthotic fit and style for your line of work. Stop in and see Mike, Aaron, or Bob at their newly renovated office. We're easy to get to at the corner of North Reynolds and Bancroft with ample parking. Red Wing Shoes, Reynolds and Bancroft, where service, quality, and fit come first.
Do you ever drive around the neighborhoods just to look at the houses? I like spotting the ones that have been around the longest, because they remind me of the amazing legacy I'm part of. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. For over 110 years, our bank has helped families buy and build their homes, and all that time, one thing hasn't changed. At Genoa Bank, we believe that when we put the mortgage needs first, the rest takes care of itself. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally.
Well, folks, we're here with Glenn Carpenter here at A+ Home Improvements, and you know, Glenn, gosh, we've been a part of stuff with you for I don't want to even say how many years now. We're getting old. Dude.
Starts to date us.
Yeah, he's still really good looking. I kind of messed it up a little bit here, but that's okay. That's okay. Glenn, you're out playing basketball. I can't even show it. You blew your knee out playing basketball. I got to shake your hand.
Yep. I got to thank my wife.
Yeah, she's not happy about that, is she?
No, but it's her fault. That's why we don't work out.
Yeah, Darren wanted you to work out.
Get in shape.
She's a Marine, I think.
She is.
Yeah, she tried with me, and that was back when I had my heart issues, and we won't do that ever again. No, she actually is one of the people that can really get you in shape. And damn ready now. I think I could handle 20 minutes of it. But seriously, we're getting in with some projects with you guys now, and you guys are now an East Side business. You're over here off of Oakdale, and you actually do it all.
Yes, we do everything.
I think the one thing, you know, that we're going to be really getting into are like kitchen remodeling, you know, house remodeling things. But I mean, you guys take trash away. You can clean areas up. Yep. And not to mention, this is what we're talking about this week, is new flooring you had put in.
Yeah. Yeah, flooring can make a big difference. Usually it's a fairly inexpensive project that you can do around the house, and it can add a lot of pop.
Right.
So what we're working on right now is we have a client that had a foyer, it was full of tile, and they had carpet in their living room that was just awful. Years of pets. And so we took it down to the substrate, all the way down to the subfloor.
And you have to do that because that cat urine, I
Yes.
mean, it's cat too, mostly, right?
Yeah, and
that's the real tough
you
one.
can't get that smell out.
Right, right.
So we took it all the way down, treated it, primed it so we can seal it in. And we had to go all the way down because the tile is going to be a lot thicker than where the carpet came out.
Right, right. Now let me ask you this: with it being, you know, 3 separate, you had tile in some areas. When we were over there shooting, you guys are doing a wonderful job. They cleaned up really good, and they're getting next week's show. We'll show the finished product of what you got here. But the one thing that I was wondering about is, how does it displace the family when you're doing a? I mean, do you work that all out when you talk to them about?
Yeah,
still be in?
Everybody's different.
Right.
So we try to. I mean, we have some customers that are just a one person living in the home. Others have 4 kids running around.
Right, right.
So we do our best. At the end of each day, we make sure that we clean up. That it might not be pretty, but it's safe.
Sure, sure.
And we let them know if there's going to be downtime. If we're doing a bathroom, you're going to be without a shower for 2 days. We let them know ahead of time so they can plan accordingly.
And this is one thing, you know, I've had some people, you know, asking me, when people call you, how long at this time of the year, right now we're in August here of 18, you never know, the show might air in 22, 25, you know, and after all I'm left is a head, you know, and they put it on something else. But seriously, in August here, how long of a time, if maybe they want to have a kitchen remodel, kind of give us an idea what that entails.
The biggest thing people forget is the materials.
Okay.
So usually we're scheduling 3 to 4 weeks out on a project.
Right.
Once we have the product, we bring it into our shop, we warehouse it, we inventory it, make sure it's not damaged. Nothing better than ripping your kitchen out and finding 3 damaged cabinets.
Exactly.
So lead time can be 3 to 6 weeks just on cabinets and materials themselves.
Wow.
So the first step is getting the estimate, getting us in there, make sure we have an idea of what it is you guys want to do, and then sitting down and hammering out the details on the products. Once we have that, it comes down to the ordering process and waiting for product to arrive.
Certainly, and when you get people in there, I've seen your crews that work. I mean, they're very polite and they do exactly what they're supposed to do. And basically, if you have a time overrun or something, I mean, you yourself are contacting these homeowners. We had an overrun here. It's going to take a little bit longer. But 99% of the time, you guys are right on schedule.
Yeah, usually we can hit it pretty close. I mean, we're good. We're not God. Things happen.
Right, right.
The biggest thing is communication. It's not only on our end, but we want the homeowner to relay what they want. The worst thing that can happen is get done with the kitchen, get done with the bathroom, and then voice a concern.
Right.
Let us know halfway through.
Exactly.
We're not mind readers. Absolutely.
Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to getting into some projects. I know you're not going to be climbing here for a while yet, but you can play on my basketball team. You know, my heart's all messed up, your knee's all messed up. We're 2 for 3 right there. So telephone number for people to get a hold of you if they have some questions on projects they want to do.
Call us 419-478-1542, and you can visit us at ToledoHandyman.com.